think for everyone it's fairly obvious that government and business are different, but over the past 30 years of enterprise computing, they really haven't been treated differently by traditional vendors of software technology. And obviously governments adopted some of these core technologies, the databases, the applications, the e-commerce frameworks, the web, but it never quite fit them because it was never engineered for them. Right? It wasn't engineered, the data model that was established by Oracle and Sybase and other companies that fit the transaction model for business, the entity relationship models, the data models that were all based on what happens in a business from the moment that a raw material is pulled out of the ground or fabricated to the end of the customer satisfaction, continuum. And those aren't necessarily relevant, certainly not transferable to a digital government environment, right? The digital government environment today is really being defined by the web and the interface that governments are trying to use to create an experience for constituents. What we're trying to do at Socrata as a vendor to the government exclusively is kind of becoming a subject matter expert, but not just in the technology sense, but in the cultural sense, the political sense, the social sense, trying to understand the end game with respect to what governments are trying to do. And the interesting thing that we've been finding at Socrata the last few years is there's almost an unimaginable number of questions that can be answered with existing data if you know how to surface, stage, present, experience that data. And we're just trying to solve that fundamental problem. We aren't merely analyzing an existing process and trying to automate it, trying to make it faster or better, but to actually tap into the creative and innovative juices that we're seeing come out of civic organizations at the city, the state, the county, the national levels all over the world, to tap into these creative juices and collaboratively build things that really have never existed before, right? We're breaking new ground, and we're doing that as a function of collaborating with our customers. And what we're finding, which is so unique, I think, and very different than any other vertical industry type of market, is that the government as a vertical consists of members, of participants that work together. They don't compete with each other. They aren't at odds with each other. They want to work together. They want to share data. They want to, as a community, coalesce around these new types of technologies, these new channels for moving and experiencing information, to do things that are really innovative. And are innovative as a function not just of the experience, but of the data that's driving that experience.